Well, if you want your Christmas to be merry and bright rather than a messy fright, it's important to remember the golden rules for food safety.
Whether you've got ham, turkey or seafood on the menu, we've got the top tips for storing, serving and saving. Well, to tell us more, we welcome food microbiologist, Associate Professor Julian Cox from the University of New South Wales. Welcome back.
Morning, Gemma. Morning, Larry. Good to see you.
Thanks for dressing up for us.
Oh, this is the usual uniform, Larry.
Well, it's really working, brightening up our set. Thank you. Listen, lots of Aussies love seafood at this time of year. What's the way we can enjoy that safely over the next few days?
You're absolutely right, Gemma. Right, Christmas and Easter are the two big times of year when we get into seafood. And seafood is probably one of the most perishable things that we eat at this time of year. And here we are in the hot Australian summer. So we need to manage it very carefully. And that's everything from the purchase, get it fresh, keep it cold all the way through. Don't get waylaid doing some other shopping. Get it home as fast as possible, into the cold again, and keep it cold until you're really ready for service.
Yeah, because people would make that mistake around this time of year. Take some shopping back to the car, then, oh, I forgot this, and off you go again. For any family sticking with that traditional turkey, what are the safety rules around poultry?
Now, with turkey or even chicken, with poultry in general, best to keep it small and simple. So we love the big turkey, but the problem is it's too easy to undercook. So the recommendation is perhaps have a breast crown or something like that that's more easy to cook. And also, if you go with the whole bird, think about cooking your stuffing separately, because if you have that, the bird full of stuffing, you can easily undercook it as well, and that can lead to food poisoning.
Okay.
Well, a big part of every Christmas is those ham wars that the supermarkets do, going head to head on the best price for a leg. How long can we keep it in the fridge?
Well, the good thing about ham is because it's already cured, it's got some preservative, and then we typically bake it, that we've kept it certainly much safer, say, than the poultry. So it can last longer than the usual 2 to 3 days that we think about with leftovers, but we want to keep it moist and safe. So typically a ham bag or a tea towel soaked in a mixture of water and vinegar. Again, that helps keep it moist, great to eat, but also with the vinegar, add some acidity to the surface so that'll stop the bad bugs growing.
Okay, so it's Christmas Day, it's 32 degrees, guests arriving at 12, some will be late, 1:45, but you want to get the food out on the table. You want it looking nice when they arrive. What are the rules?
Yeah, very true. And again, time and temperature are key to food safety. So try and keep time at minimal between bringing it out, service, and consumption. So don't have it out too much, too long already. But certainly with service, small and often is a great rule. So bring some out, see that consumed, and then replace. Don't replenish, and don't leave bits and pieces in the bottom of a bowl that are going to sit there for hours. Typically, no more than 2 hours, and after that, if in doubt, throw it out.
And Julian, leftovers, what do we do with those?
So with the leftovers, similarly, what we want to do is make sure that we don't leave it out too long. If it is longer than 2 hours, again, throw it out rather than think, oh, I'll just put it back in the fridge. With leftovers, typically with pre-prepared food, 2 to 3 days at a maximum. And if we're thinking of keeping it longer, try and decide what you might consume within those 2 to 3 days and then get the rest into the freezer. So even with your ham and turkey, maybe slice and dice, put it away for later in the freezer. It'll make great sauces for pasta and things like that later on.
You'll know this in your other job. You would have been delivering plenty of air fryers lately. So they're all over the place now. Like, a lot of people have got them. Any rules?
It's certainly what Santa has been asked for, and I was out doing some shopping yesterday and I think I saw at least 3 in trolleys. So yes, the air fryer seems to be popular. And it takes me back to the microwave era, that when microwaves first hit, there were a lot of people undercooking, not using them properly, and we actually had a bit of a spike in food poisoning. And it's a worry with the air fryers as well, particularly with the type of food that we're cooking in them, because they often look cooked straight out of the packet, out of the fridge or the freezer. And there is that risk that if you don't follow instructions carefully, that undercooking again will lead to food poisoning.
Okay. Great to see you. You look fantastic.
It's wonderful to see you. And of course, I want to wish you, the crew, and all of the viewers out there a very merry and food safe Christmas. And I guess I should finish with a ho, ho, ho.
Yes, and don't forget my Harley Davidson. Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Julian. Good to see you.